In delving into the hidden history of AI, milestones you never knew about, the introduction focuses on unveiling the lesser-known origins of artificial intelligence. This concept centers on tracing AI's historical roots and uncovering significant yet overlooked contributions that laid the groundwork for today's advancements. Unveiling these origins is crucial because it not only enriches our understanding of AI's evolution, but also challenges the prevailing narrative that tends to spotlight only recent breakthroughs. These lesser-known origins illustrate the depth and breadth of the field, highlighting foundational developments that may inspire future innovation. Significantly, recognizing these milestones underscores the cumulative nature of technological progress, driven by a diverse range of international contributors who have added unique dimensions to AI's development. One compelling example is the work of Ada Lovelace in the 19th century. Often overshadowed by modern advancements, Lovelace's visionary insights about Charles Babbage's analytical engine laid an early conceptual framework for computing and algorithmic processes, suggesting machines could go beyond mere calculation. Another significant yet underrepresented figure is the British mathematician and logician Alan Turing, whose conception of the Turing Machine in the 1930s provided the foundational principles for modern computing and AI, with implications that resonate through generations of technology. Experts and historians frequently emphasize the importance of acknowledging these origins, arguing that a comprehensive understanding of AI's history can prevent the repetition of past mistakes and biases. However, challenges exist in amplifying these narratives. A predominant issue is the lack of documentation and recognition for many contributors who have often been marginalized due to geopolitical and socio-cultural biases prevalent during their times. Moreover, some scholars contend that focusing too much on historical achievements might detract from addressing current ethical and practical challenges within AI, suggesting a balance is necessary. Yet, by unveiling these lesser-known origins, we deepen our appreciation for the complex tapestry of AI's history, which in turn informs ethical considerations, cultural impacts, and the equitable development of AI technologies today. By connecting these hidden milestones to contemporary AI, we gain insight into how past innovations influence current research and policymaking, urging us to preserve the spirit of creativity and collaboration that characterized early AI's formation. Understanding these hidden corners of history empowers us to shape a more comprehensive and inclusive future for AI, highlighting the importance of diverse contributions in advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. The early mathematical foundations. The pre-digital era refers to the conceptual groundwork set by mathematicians and logicians long before the existence of digital computers. This era laid the intellectual bedrock for what would eventually become the field of artificial intelligence. The concept revolves around abstract principles and logical reasoning that foreshadowed modern AI theories. Think of it as the era when the philosophers of mathematics started to grasp the idea that machines could mimic human reasoning, setting the stage for later innovations. Significantly, this early work provided the philosophical and theoretical tools necessary for AI's development. By understanding the logic underpinning human thought, scientists started to speculate about mechanical counterparts, ultimately guiding researchers in the digital age. It was during this time that fundamental notions like algorithms and decision-making processes were born, which remain central to AI. A prime example of this era is George Boole's 19th century work on Boolean algebra. Boole's laws enable complex logical operations through simple binary codes, true and false, 1 and 0. This system is essential to computer science, and by extension, AI. Another example is Alan Turing's 1936 paper, which introduced the concept of a universal machine capable of simulating any other machine's logic. This theoretical model underscored the possibility that humans could create a machine capable of performing any task a human could perform, intellectually, at least. Support for this idea is evident in the widespread recognition of these intellectual achievements. Turing, for instance, is a celebrated figure in the story of AI, and his Turing test remains a benchmark for evaluating machine intelligence. These foundational ideas are respected for their foresight and profound implications for computing. However, these early theories weren't without their challenges or detractors. Critics argue that early mathematic concepts were far too abstract and lacked practical applicability at the time. Some skeptics believed these ideas were too theoretical and didn't foresee their transformative potential. The limitations of pre-digital technology also meant that these theories couldn't be practically tested. This early period connects deeply with later developments in AI by providing the necessary theoretical framework. Without these foundational concepts, the rapid advancements in AI, particularly in the latter half of the 20th century, would have stalled. These early theories continue to influence AI, ensuring that the philosophical and mathematical underpinnings remain robust as technology advances, and inspire ongoing debates about intelligence and computation. The concept of surprising developments in AI's formative years refers to critical breakthroughs and advancements in artificial intelligence that occurred during its early developmental stages, yet remain lesser known compared to more celebrated milestones. These developments laid foundational groundwork that has significantly influenced the trajectory of AI. Recognizing these early advancements is crucial, as they underscore the breadth and depth of innovation that shaped AI, often through unexpected channels and by unsung pioneers. One significant aspect of these formative years was the creation of the AI program, Checkers, by Arthur Samuel in the late 1950s. Samuel's development was revolutionary, as it introduced the concept of machine learning through self-play, allowing the program to improve over time without explicitly being programmed with strategies. This breakthrough demonstrated AI's potential for self-improvement, asserting a new understanding that machines could learn from experience in ways similar to humans. Another key development was the Perceptron, designed by Frank Rosenblatt in 1957. The Perceptron was an early neural network that mimicked a simplified model of the human brain's decision-making processes. Although initially met with skepticism due to its limitations, it sparked research that eventually led to the deep learning techniques that power modern AI applications. These early developments are significant because they represent the seeds from which many of today's AI technologies have blossomed. Checkers and the Perceptron laid conceptual groundwork that continues to influence current advancements in fields such as natural language processing and computer vision. Several opinions underscore the value of revisiting AI's formative surprises. Some experts argue that underappreciated developments provide critical lessons in humility. Understanding these helps demystify AI's history and disperses the hype surrounding newer technologies. Critics, however, point out that these early systems often lacked practical applications at the time of their creation, leading to exaggerated expectations and contributing to the AI winter periods of stagnant funding and interest when results failed to match the hype. These early advancements also connect to and influence other areas of AI history by highlighting the evolutionary rather than revolutionary nature of AI's progress. By studying the layered progression of ideas from these early years, one gains deeper insights into the incremental advancements that eventually lead to the significant breakthroughs we see today. This understanding helps demystify the current AI landscape and contextualizes ongoing debates about AI's present capabilities and future possibilities. Breakthrough innovations in artificial intelligence often remain obscure, overshadowed by more celebrated milestones. These unheralded technologies and techniques refer to pivotal yet frequently overlooked advancements that laid the groundwork for the AI systems we recognize today. While household names in AI, like neural networks or deep learning, dominate the narrative, there exists a rich tapestry of forgotten innovations that crucially shaped the trajectory of AI development. Understanding these lesser-known milestones offers a more comprehensive view of AI's evolution and celebrates the ingenuity responsible for these advancements. The significance of these hidden breakthroughs lies in their foundational contributions to the field. They often provided novel solutions or approaches that paved the way for future developments. For example, the concept of genetic algorithms is an unheralded technique that has been instrumental in optimization problems across various disciplines. Inspired by the process of natural selection, GAs have provided robust solutions to complex problems that are computationally hard to solve by conventional methods. This technique not only broadened the applicability of AI, but also influenced further research on evolutionary computation. Another example is the development of reinforcement learning, which, although now gaining recognition, had humble beginnings. RL fundamentally changed how machines learn by interacting with their environment to maximize some notion of cumulative reward. Early implementations, often overlooked, laid crucial groundwork for modern applications like AlphaGo and sophisticated robotics, demonstrating the transformative potential of these early techniques. Support for the idea of recognizing these lesser-known milestones comes from AI historians and researchers who argue that these innovations form the bedrock of today's AI achievements. They advocate for acknowledging these contributions, as they represent critical steps in the iterative process of scientific discovery. However, the hidden nature of these innovations poses challenges. They can be overshadowed by more contemporary or flashy developments. Additionally, the niche nature of some breakthroughs can make broader recognition and funding more difficult to obtain. Some might argue that these contributions were simply incremental, rather than transformative on their own, which could lead to a debate about what constitutes a breakthrough. These unheralded technologies and techniques intricately connect to AI's broader history, influencing subsequent research directions and application domains. By shedding light on these forgotten stories, we not only honor past achievements but also inspire future innovation. Acknowledging that groundbreaking ideas can emerge unnoticed, their significance often recognized only in hindsight.